Hi everyone! Welcome back to the channel and to another episode of In Carrie's Shoes, the series where I dive into the iconic shoe collection of Carrie Bradshaw. So, if you're curious to know when Carrie wore these shoes, or these shoes, then keep watching. Before we jump into today's video, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who watched and supported the Season 1 shoe collection episode. Your love and feedback mean the world to me. Truly, thank you. Also, a quick reminder, if you haven't already checked it out, I put together a Carrie Bradshaw shoe shopping guide that covers Seasons 1 and 2. It includes every visible on-screen shoe, some identified, some still a mystery, plus a selection of modern-day alternatives so you can start building your own Carrie-inspired collection. All proceeds go towards helping me launch my very own shoe line, so every bit of support is incredibly appreciated. As of now, to get things started, my goal is to have at least 800 sales. I know it's a big goal, but I'm hoping I can achieve it. So if you want to be part of my journey, please visit my Ko-fi shop. I really appreciate all the support. Alright, back to the shoes. Let's dive into Season 2. If you missed the Season 1 video, feel free to watch that first. A few of those standout pairs do make a comeback this season. I'll link that video below. Let's get into it. Episode 1. Season 2 kicks off strong. We get a quick shot of Carrie's shoes while she's out and about, and she's wearing the same open-toe red mules she ended Season 1 with. Knowing the thoughtful costume design behind the show, I wouldn't be surprised if that continuity was intentional. Her outfit is quite casual this time, which shows how adaptable these mules are. We also quickly see her shoes while she's at home changing into a new outfit. Once again, I believe they are Isaac Mizrahi. And speaking of a new outfit, we get a wonderful shot of the sandals she's wearing to go to the baseball game. They look like suede sandals paired with wooden heels. Her outfit is slightly more dressy than the one she was previously wearing. These look like the same sandals we saw her wear last season during the final scene of episode 10. Moving on to the next outfit Carrie wears. The next time we see her, it's when she's out on a date with the new Yankee. She's wearing a beautiful long blue dress. Her outfit is very dreamy, which shows in her footwear choice. She's once again wearing the Catalano gold vintage vinyl plastic rhinestone mules that we saw her wear during the last season, which is very fitting for this dreamy outfit. Her dress color and hair almost make her look like a modern-day Cinderella, so it's only fitting that she's wearing see-through, sparkling heels. Later on in the episode, we see her having lunch with the girls. Her shoes are hard to zoom in, but I have a suspicion that she's wearing the same blue sneakers we'll see her wear later on in the season, since her outfit is very casual and sporty. She is seen again in the episode while on another date with the new Yankee and then at a restaurant with Miranda, but we don't get a proper look at her shoes. Episode 2. Episode 2 starts with Carrie walking around town with a friend late at night. They then go back to her apartment, and that's when we get a quick glimpse of her shoes. It looks like she's wearing white open-toe mules with a wooden heel. I believe these are the same ones that will make another appearance later on in the season. The next time we see Carrie's shoes during this episode is when she's at Charlotte's place. This time, we get a much better shot of them. They're red and blue sneakers, great for a casual and sporty outfit. These are the same sneakers I suspect she was wearing during the lunch scene of episode 1. The last time we get a good look at Carrie's shoes during this episode is when she's walking around with Mr. Big after they left her birthday party. She's wearing the Jimmy Choo leopard print sandals that we've seen her wear during the last season. Also, a side note, I found a promotional image of the show where she's wearing them too. Episode 3. Episode 3 starts with Carrie and the girls at a fancy restaurant. She's wearing an elegant black dress and nude sandals with a huge flower embellishment in the middle. I suspected these could be from Dolce & Gabbana, since they were a favored brand to appear on the show. Plus, during their Spring-Summer 2000 collection, they launched several sandals with flower embellishments like this one. So, I believe this could be a similar model from them that they previously launched around the time this season was filmed. Let me know what you guys think of my suspicion in the comments below. Moving on to the next time we see Carrie's shoes. She is then seen getting ready to go on a blind date, and once again, she's wearing the red open-toe mules that I love so much. This is a very simple outfit, but still very stylish. Later on in the episode, we see Carrie at the park having a cup of coffee by herself. She's wearing a very relaxed outfit here, so it doesn't surprise me that instead of heels, she's wearing plain black slides. This is the type of shoe that you wear for a casual day at the park. This next one is not a shoe, but rather socks. I think these rainbow socks that she's wearing while chilling at her apartment with the girls are so fun. I just had to include them on the list. During the last scene of the episode, we get a quick and very small glimpse of her shoes, and it looks like she's wearing green metallic open-toe mules. By now, you probably noticed how much Carrie loves her open-toe mules. I think these are definitely staples in her closet for the first 2 seasons of the show. Episode 4. Episode 4 starts with Carrie out, dancing with the girls. She's wearing a very fun outfit composed of a white top, shimmery pink pants, and the Catalano gold vintage vinyl plastic rhinestone mules that we've seen her wear many times by now. After that, Carrie is seen the next day going to get her picture taken for a magazine. She is in rough shape after being up all night. She's wearing the same pants, but a much simpler top and shoes. We get a quick glimpse of her shoes, and they look like white mules with wooden heels. Instead of her typical stiletto heels, these look like wedge heels. Later on in the episode, Carrie is seen again. This time she is power walking with Charlotte and Miranda, and we get a perfect shoe shot that allows us to see that she's wearing white Nike sneakers. Throughout the episode, Carrie has a few other outfit changes, but none show her shoes. During her last scene, while she's out with a man she met while at a party with Stanford, it's very dark outside, but we get a quick glimpse of her shoes. They look like ankle-strap open-toe sandals or shoes. I'm not too sure about that one because it's very hard to tell. Episode 5. The episode starts with Carrie getting ready to go to a funeral, so her outfit is very subtle and neutral. She's wearing a plain black dress paired with slingback open-toe patent leather sandals. We see Carrie again having lunch with the girls, sporting a beautiful pink and white dress, and it's one of those rare moments when she's wearing flats. Here she's wearing simple green ballet flats. Later on, Carrie is seen walking around with Miranda and Charlotte. She's wearing flats again. They're plain black loafers, similar to the ones she wore during the pilot episode. Her outfit here is a bit formal, so the loafers fit in really well. She also goes on a date with Big, but we don't really see her shoes then. The last time during the episode that we get a glimpse at her shoes is when she's at home wearing the same slides that I suspect she wore during episode 3 of the season. Episode 6. Starts with Carrie at an art gallery with the girls and then goes to meet Big afterwards. We get a proper look at her shoes once she arrives at Big's apartment, and once again, she's wearing the Jimmy Choo leopard print strappy sandals that we've seen her wear before. They fit perfectly with her black and blue outfit. The next time we see Carrie's shoes is when she's at the farmer's market with the girls. They're all wearing very casual outfits, and Carrie is seen wearing the same suede strappy sandals with wooden heels that we saw her wear back in episode 1. Later on in the episode, Carrie is at Big's apartment. During the scene, we didn't get a full shot of her shoes, but later, as I was doing research for this video, I found this full picture of Carrie during this scene, and here we can see that she's wearing open-toe black patent leather mules. In her next scene, we see her going to the movies with the girls. Her outfit differs quite a lot from theirs here. Carrie is wearing a much more casual outfit, a jean jacket, a sweater, and plain pants paired with running sneakers, while the girls are all wearing more formal outfits. Which makes me believe they were all coming from work while Carrie was most likely at home writing during the day. During her final scene of the episode, we see her wearing the same open-toe black patent leather mules she wore a few scenes prior while out dancing with Big. So, I guess they're comfortable enough to do that. Episode 7. We see Carrie at Miranda's apartment. We don't get a good close-up of her shoes, but from what is visible, I can see that she's wearing sandals with a diagonal strap, and the heels don't seem too high nor too thin. In another scene, Carrie is seen again wearing sandals. This time they look like metallic slingback sandals with 2 straps, one straight across the toes and a diagonal one. These seem to be the fancier version of her previously seen sandals. Side note, I love the pink glitter bag and black glitter skirt she's wearing here. I think I might do other videos dedicated to her outfits and bags after finishing the series. Later, during the wedding scene, we see Carrie wear kitten heel mules with a strap in the middle. These look like they're made of lace. They're very simple shoes, which I believe was an intentional choice, since the dress she's wearing is already very flashy. Again, this is another one of my favorite of Carrie's outfits. Also, can we take a moment to talk about Miranda's sandals, seen in the scene? They were fabulous. Episode 8. Episode 8 was a difficult one. The only time we got a glimpse of Carrie's shoes was when she was out with the girls and Big, and that's the last outfit she wears during this episode. She's wearing a gold metallic dress and, once again, the Jimmy Choo leopard print strappy sandals she wears so often. Honestly, I love these sandals. They're so simple and yet elevate almost every outfit. Episode 9. We're halfway through the season now. We start the episode strong, with Carrie wearing a big puffy dress with a floral print and white ballerina flats while she's out with Big. A few scenes later, some of which did not show us Carrie's shoes. We get a scene of her at Big's apartment waiting for him to arrive. Here we get a wonderful close-up, and we can see that she's once again wearing the Catalano gold mules that she wears regularly on the show. During her last scene of the episode, Carrie is seen at home wearing plain black slides, which I suspect are the same slides she has worn other times during the season, like in Episode 3 and Episode 5. Episode 10. Episode 10 is another difficult one to spot her shoes. The first time we see her shoes is when she's getting ready to go on a date with Big. Here she's wearing open-toe red mules, the same ones I believe to be the Isaac Mizrahi mules. Although during this scene she's changing her shoes, the camera angle changes a little bit, so I can't fully see the shoes she changed into. But I suspect they were her open-toe black mules. Later on, we get an amazing camera angle that allows us to see Carrie's shoes from a top view. Here, she seems to be wearing the open-toe black mules. And that's the last time we see her shoes during this episode. Episode 11. We start the episode with a great shot of her shoes. She's wearing the open-toe red mules again while she's having lunch with the girls. Her animal print dress gives great contrast to her shoe choice. In another scene, she's seen having drinks with the girls. She's once again wearing open-toe mules, but this time they're white and seem to have a wooden heel. Again, this is one of my favorite Carrie outfits. She's wearing a long, flowy mustard skirt and a printed multicolored top. And that's the last time we see her shoes during the episode. Episode 12. Before we jump into the shoes, let's just take a moment to appreciate this Carrie outfit that she wears in her first few scenes during this episode. This is one of my favorite Carrie outfits. And yes, this is the Big is Going to Paris episode. Moving on, unfortunately, her shoes aren't visible here. I can only see them much later in the episode. I spotted her shoes in this scene when she's out during the day with Charlotte and Miranda, and they look like strappy mules with flower embellishments on the side. I feel like these Renee Kaovilla or these Amina Mwadi mules would be a great replacement for them. And then we have the burger throwing scene. I mean, what a scene! Definitely one for the books. Anyway, it's much harder to spot her shoes here. I paused a part of the scene and zoomed in a bit, and it looks like she's wearing the Catalano gold vintage mules that she wears so often, which I can totally believe in since these seem to be one of her favorite shoes. Episode 13. Moving on to Episode 13. We get a lot of shoe shots during this one, so bear with me. We start the episode in Carrie's apartment after another breakup with Big. She's at home trying to distract herself during some house chores, and here we can see that she's wearing black slippers. I think these are the same slippers she wore in other episodes this season, both in outdoor and indoor scenes. Since it's a TV show, I doubt they were too concerned with that kind of detail, even if it seems unrealistic. Plus, they probably didn't expect someone on YouTube to be analyzing her shoe choices more than 20 years later, but hey, here we are. Later on in the episode, we see Carrie outside walking around with Charlotte, once again wearing one of my favorite outfits from her. Here she's wearing the same suede strappy sandals with a wooden heel that we've seen her wear other times during the season. At another scene, Carrie is seen walking around with Stanford. Here she is wearing Manolo Blahnik sandals. I found a picture of the original sandals, which I'll put somewhere on the screen. Carrie repeats the same sandals when she's out at night with the girls in a later scene, when she's wearing a different outfit. After that, the last time Carrie's shoes are visible during the episode is when she's on a date with Seth, and she's wearing plain black pumps with a chunky heel. Episode 14. Episode 14 stars with Carrie walking around with Skipper. We get a very quick full-body shot that shows her shoes, but since it's so far, it's a bit hard to tell. However, given that she regularly repeats shoes during the episodes and the season in general, I'm pretty sure the shoes she's wearing on this scene are the Dr. Scholl's women's original sandals that she'll wear later on the episode. The only difference is that these are the red versions, which she'll wear again on a later episode. Later on in the episode, Carrie is having a picnic with the girls, and she's seen wearing a pair of flat Mary Janes, which I suspect to be the same ones she wore during episode 9. Carrie is later seen at home, relaxing and calling someone to come over. Her outfit is fairly simple, and once again she's wearing the Dr. Scholl's women's original sandals. However, this time she's wearing the light brown, almost cream version. Carrie then changes into a new outfit before her F-buddy arrives. The sequence showing her shoes is very quick, plus it's dark, so I don't get a good look at them, but it looks like she's wearing metallic-colored open-toe pumps. The last time Carrie's shoes are visible during this episode is when she's walking around with her date after seeing a movie. Because they're walking outside and it's very dark, it was a bit harder to recognize these shoes, so at first I thought she was wearing kitten heel open-toe mules, but after further inspection, I came back with two different theories. My first theory is that while she's walking, it looks like she's wearing pointy-toe mules with a flared heel. I did some digging into brands that released flared heels during that time, and I came across this pair of Mio Mio shoes from the Fall-Winter 1999 collection. Since these are pumps, I wasn't too convinced, but then I saw that they also made a mule version as seen on the screen, which convinced me a bit more. I found a holographic version, a multicolor version, and a black and white version. My second theory is based on when she's at her home steps. There, it looks like she could be wearing a black version of these other Mio Mio mules that are squared open toes from Spring-Summer 1999. This one is still a mystery to me, so if anyone wants to leave their opinions in the comments below, feel free to do so. These days, flared heels have become super popular again because of the brand Amina Mwadi, so you can find many brands releasing their own variation of flared heels. And that was it for Carrie's shoes this episode. Episode 15. Episode 15 is fairly quick when it comes to giving us a glimpse of Carrie's shoes. They're shown when she meets with the guy she's currently dating after having lunch with the girls, and once again, they're the suede, strappy sandals with the wooden heel that we've seen her wear already. Also, a side note, this bag right here is one that Carrie wears a lot during the season, and it's one of my favorites from her. Carrie has other scenes and outfit changes during the episode, but none show her shoes. The last time we properly see her shoes during the episode is during her final scene, when she coincidentally runs in on the girls having lunch. This is one of her most famous outfits, and the shoes she's wearing here are the same Manolo sandals she wore in episode 13. Episode 16. Episode 16 takes a while to show Carrie's shoes. She has a couple of scenes, but none show her shoes. However, while doing research for this video and my shopping guide, I once again found a full-body picture of this scene, and here we can see that she's wearing metallic pink sandals. They look a lot like the Christian Louboutin sandals we'll later see her wear during Season 3, during the iconic mix-match shoe scene, so I think it's fair to assume these are the same sandals. Carrie is later seen at Miranda's apartment, sporting a much more casual outfit, paired with pointy-toe ballerina flats. Later, Carrie is walking around town with a beautiful multicolored dress, paired with the light brown Dr. Scholl's women's original sandals that we've seen her wear in episode 14. Side note, I love this mixture of dressy and casual. Carrie then has a couple of date nights with a new guy, but her shoes are only visible during one scene. Here, she looks like she's wearing the black open-toe patent leather mules that she wears so often, as we've seen them in episode 6 and episode 10. Later in the episode, Carrie has lunch with the girls in a much more relaxed and casual setting, which is reflected in her outfit and footwear choice. Once again, she's wearing the Dr. Scholl's women's original sandals, this time in red. The final time that her shoes are visible is when she's once again on a date. It's fairly dark, but I can clearly see that she's once again wearing pink metallic sandals. Since she regularly repeats shoes during the episodes, this leads me to believe that she might be wearing the same metallic pink Louboutin sandals she wore earlier in the episode. Episode 17. Moving on to episode 17. This was also a difficult one, and we have very few shoe shots. The first one is when Carrie is going to the Hamptons with the girls. Here she's wearing the light brown Dr. Scholl's women's original sandals that we've seen her wear before. Later on in the episode, Carrie is at their home for the weekend, and there, she's seen wearing the same black slides she wore throughout the season. And that's the last time her shoes are spotted on camera during this episode. However, I cannot end this episode without showing this amazing outfit. I really love Carrie's skirt collection this season, so after I finish her shoe collection series, I might focus on her skirts. Episode 18. We finally reached the last episode of the season. In the first scene of the episode, Carrie is out with Miranda buying flowers. Her shoes are very quickly shown, but from what I can tell, they're the same white mules with a wooden wedge heel that she wore during episode 4. Carrie is later seen having lunch with Big. Here she's wearing a simple pink dress and strappy silver sandals. After that disaster, Carrie is seen out with Charlotte at her horse's stable. Not the best place to wear heels, but here we are. Here she's wearing metallic green Louboutin sandals, which I assume to be the same model as the metallic pink that she already wore this season and the metallic blue ones that she'll wear next season. And finally, the last time we see Carrie's shoes in this episode, and in the season overall, is when she runs into Big and Natasha's engagement brunch. She's wearing a beautiful white silk dress and, once again, the one and only Catalano gold mules. I think this was the perfect shoe to end the season, and this chapter of her and Big's story for now. These are the same shoes she wore when they broke up at his house before he went to Paris. And later in the series, they'll reappear in a very important scene that reflects the state of their relationship then, but I'm getting ahead of myself. For now, that's it for Season 2. This season, Carrie wears roughly 31 different pairs of shoes. And here are my top 3 favorites from the season. Number 3. The ballet flats she wore in episodes 9 and 14. I personally love ballet flats. They're comfortable and easy to style. These days, many brands are releasing their own versions of this classic shoe, and I'm loving a lot of them. Number 2. The Jimmy Choo sandals. This pick actually hasn't changed since Season 1. I just love them so much. They have a certain edge that makes them stand out, and they continue to be a favorite of mine. Number 1. The strappy sandals with the diagonal strap from episode 7. I love this kind of design. It's super flattering on the foot while still feeling like a twist on the classic strappy sandal. Tom Ford has released a very similar model recently, and I'm obsessed. And that's it for this video. Once again, if you guys like these videos and want to support me in my journey of starting my own shoe line, please visit my Ko-fi page to get a complete shopping guide of Carrie's shoe collection. Inside, you'll find around 54 hand-drawn illustrations of every visible shoe Carrie wears throughout those seasons. Each illustration is paired with a curated page of modern alternatives you can shop to recreate her iconic looks. There are also bonus top picks pages, where I dive deeper into some of Carrie's standout outfits and explore her evolving style in more detail. The video for Season 3 is coming out soon. Until then, thank you for watching and for the support. Have a wonderful day.